So this is a great topic that's been on my mind, and I know we've talked about this so many times on our calls, just our weekly strategy calls. I'm East Coast, you're West Coast. You know, we are so different. I'm liberal, you're conservative. This is like night and day here.
How are we even sitting this close? I don't know.
And we're great friends, so it can be done. But what I wanted to ask you is, when it comes to politics, I'm sure clients come to you all the time with concerns about the next president. How does politics and what's happening in politics impact our future regarding finance? I mean, what's going to happen?
You know, it's a sad fact that politics really aren't going to affect our future that much. There's a million things happen every day. There's a billion things that happen every day that affect our financial future that the news ever talks about. You know, today it's Trump, but tomorrow it'll be somebody else. They fill the news with that, but our politics, we can't control what the government does. I can't even control what my employer does, or you can't even control me.
That's true.
and what we can control is what we do.
Right.
That's what we can control. And the problem with politics is that we get so against that we can't sit this close and talk, because we are totally different in political viewpoints, but we should be able to sit and talk about it. And if we aren't careful, our hatred or the fear that we carry around, because politics makes us make terrible emotional decisions. I mean, my liberal clients, the day that Trump won, were ready to leave the country. They were ready to take all their money out of the portfolio. They were ready to do everything that was emotional. And when Obama was there, my conservative clients, and it doesn't make sense.
So it's the same story on either side, depending on what
we
happens.
need to realize there's an in-between. We need to realize we're in a pretty good country that has it better than almost anybody, and things will happen, and politics will affect it, but it's not going to destroy our lives. And if we plan well, no matter what the politicians do, no matter what the tax codes do, if we plan well, if we put probability of success on our side by making good decisions, is if every time we spend, save, invest, or give away a dollar, we're moving towards the 4 pillars of success, we're going to do better.
Do you find that some of your clients will actually come to you and not want to act based off of waiting for a political outcome?
Oh, for sure. The tendency is, though, they want to act because they're so emotional, they think they have to do something to fix it. And most of the time, if we're on track, if we're on plan, lots of times doing nothing is the best thing. And they're so emotional, they think they have to do something. Because the TV's telling them they have to do something. The TV's telling them, our house is going to burn up tomorrow. I mean, literally, they make it feel like, and I have a pretty good life today.
Yeah.
I find that the country I live in, most people I stop and talk to are pretty nice people.
It's true. When you turn off the noise a little bit, you can realize that your day today is really no different than it was a couple years ago, only based on your decisions, not on what's going on in Washington.
Yeah, and we need to understand that anything that takes us emotional, and the politics today is about as bad as it can get, anything that makes us emotional or makes us make emotional decisions is detrimental most of the time to our financial future. So I would suggest let's run our life without emotions. Let's push those things outside of our sphere. What makes us emotional, understand it's probably not good for us. It's probably not good for us, so let's make unemotional decisions. Let's have a plan, let's have a process, and maybe listen less to those politicians.
And get to know your neighbor, regardless of their political
That's true.
interests.
Learn to talk to each other.